Hey guys, it's Tampa Tech. In this video, I'm going to show you how to troubleshoot a PS3 and fix it that has no power. So let's go ahead and get started. So right here, I took out these screws and these screws and these screws all around here under the feet. They're hidden under the feet. And you gotta peel that up. And I'm taking out the last two screws. Flip it over, make sure you squeeze the bottom. And it goes off like that. Spin it around, and this is the power supply. Now that we have the power supply out, let's go check the fuse. I put my meter in diode mode. I want to check the continuity and see if it's conductive, the fuse. And it is. Basically, you're reading a short signal. And that is a good fuse. I'm living in Tampa, we get a lot of surges, so that's one of the things we want to check in a power supply is the fuse, the AC fuse. The bridge rectifier is the next one. It converts AC to DC. Let's check that. You put that in diode mode. So make sure you're in diode mode. Diode mode is what looks like an arrow facing to the right. So I'll put my red lead on top, black lead, over limit, over limit, over limit. Switch it. Put my black lead, switch it with my black lead on top now. And you get anywhere between point 0.3 to 0.4, I'm looking. So, put my black lead on top, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So that bridge rectifier is good actually. Here's the power capacitor. Power capacitor, look at it, it looks fine. You could tell it look on the top, it would be like swollen on top. Right here, actually, I'm gonna zoom in on that. I found something. And you can see these right here, how they look different. So right here, you got a flat, you see how it's flat right there? And this one is flat also. And these are not. What can you tell? So, yeah. Now I got these capacitors right here, they're a perfect match. So here's the bad ones right here, compared to the good ones right here. Now on the board, the black stripe right here is going to be the negative. So make sure you line it up with that stripe, the white stripe right there, that's the negative. So it goes in this way. Just like that. A little goes a long way. Heat up the solder joint and then dab a little solder in there. Heat up the solder joint and dab a little solder. Now since you have it open, you want to clean out any kind of fan clean out the heat vents, all these heat vents, clean out the fan, and clean out all this, the heat vents, all on the side. Alright, so I got it plugged into power. Let's check the standby voltage, make sure it's there. There's a ground screw right here. I'm gonna put my black lead right there on the ground screw. And then my positive lead on my meter, I'm gonna put on the first pin on that plug. And it's 5 volts, standby, it's good. So if it was jumping up and down, you're getting 0 to 5 volts, and it jumps down to 0 volts and then 5 volts. That could be bad capacitors in your power supply, or you could have a bad voltage regulator. Or you could just order the power supply. It's like $30 on eBay, I guess. So that's like average cost, $30 to $40. But if your standby voltage is steady and it's good like this, 5 volts, it can be, and you're still having problems with your power issues or whatever, it can be your main logic board, which is your motherboard on your PS3, which is under here. Sometimes your PS3 will work for an hour and then shut off, and you still have good standby voltage. Then you probably have a problem with your GPU or processor, and you have to send it into Sony, and they'll reball the GPU on the motherboard. And reballing is basically they take the processor off and they reflow the solder, and you get fresh solder joints, and they put it back on, and it should last you like years. Now if you reflow the motherboard, it's only going to last you not even like a couple months. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it on. Got it all plugged in and see if we got power. Should be working. I got standby voltage, and let me see, and looks like it's gonna kick on. And the TV picture, we got a TV picture PS3, so it's working. I'm gonna let it run and see how long it lasts. Should fix the problem. If you're like me and you live in an area that you get a lot of power surges, then this might be a good video to watch, and hopefully it helped you out. If it did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to Tampa Tech for more easy tech fixes like this one.